Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Coffee Talk.
Cheers.
You love coffee, I'm
do.
told.
Yes. Although I drank too much this morning, so now I switched to Earl Grey.
Is there ever too much?
Yes.
I know.
Yes, there is.
Our last guest was just saying he's a drummer, so God forbid if he drinks too much, he's going to be like, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so cool that we met online, and I'm so intrigued by what you do because I was in publishing for 18 years. I published real estate magazines.
Okay.
And my second love, or my first love now, is food, and you have really a cool job. Tell us about it.
So I work for Chef Robert Irvine, who's famous from Food Network for a couple of shows, Dinner Impossible and Restaurant Impossible. And I publish his digital magazine, which we put out, we've been putting that out for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had an opportunity to get the print edition out. And this is in...
Gorgeous.
This is out in CVS and in every grocery store, drugstore, bookstore around the nation. So we're very excited about it. That's basically, the best of 3 years. We've had, interviews with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Gary Sinise, Deepak Chopra, and Robert has a very strong emphasis on helping our military. He has the Robert Irvine Foundation. So we have a couple of stories in there. One is with a guy named Woody Williams, who was the last surviving Medal of Honor recipient from the Battle of Iwo Jima. And he is in his mid-90s, and he is sharp as a tack, and he remembers every detail from the day
Oh my God.
that he earned that Medal of Honor. And that's an incredible story, and we've got...
The people you just have on this one, by the way, how often does this publish?
So this is a one-time special
Gotcha.
issue that's out now in print. Otherwise, we're 10 times a year digitally.
Gotcha. And that's where it's at now, of course,
Yes.
digital.
Yeah, of course. There's no
But feeling this and seeing the content in here, I want to own this. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. Your niche market, so to speak, or the people that are picking this up are people that are foodies, right?
Certainly.
Health
Interested in
conscious.
getting fit, because Robert's extremely fit himself. So we've got a lot of workout content in there, a lot of healthy recipes, and then a lot of interviews with self-help and work efficiency experts. A lot of stuff about, how to achieve your goals, how to reach for success, however it is that you define that.
Tell me about the little empire that may be of Robert Irvine. He is a motivator. He's a chef. I know I was in Vegas last year, and I actually believe I went to his restaurant, right?
Yes,
in the
yes,
Tropicana.
Restaurant in the Tropicana, Robert Irvine's Public House. He has the only restaurant of its kind. He has one in the Pentagon, Robert Irvine's Fresh Kitchen. So he's got really does have a sprawling empire that's kind of flying under the radar a little bit.
Yes.
He's got protein bars in every store in the country, and he has chosen not to pigeonhole himself in any way.
Brilliant.
Which is pretty cool. You see with a lot of celebrity chefs and other people, it's a lot easier if you just if he was known for one food or one catchphrase.
Or one show.
Yeah, or one show, and if he just kind of wanted to hammer that, it would be an easier path to where you want to go. Instead, he's marketing himself as a whole person. These are all my interests. I'm very passionate about the military and helping people and fitness and so forth, and the magazine really wraps all of that up.
It's phenomenal. How big a team does it take to put a magazine like this out?
We do have a lot of contributors, but we don't have a home base. My office is here in Port
Virtual.
Jefferson.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I run everything from here in Port Jeff, and we've got contributors.
I mean, the quality of photographs here are amazing too, right? So people are contributing that type of stuff to the article.
Sure.
This can be picked up just about anywhere now that
Just
it's out,
about
right?
anywhere at CVS, Stop and Shop,
Yep.
Barnes and Noble.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, you're from Long Island.
Yes.
Tell us about your background that actually got you to the point of putting out such a quality product.
So I grew up in Riverhead. I went to Springfield College in Massachusetts. I studied sports journalism there, and probably had an idea in my head at the time that being the Newsday beat writer for the New York Mets is the greatest job in the world, and that's what I want to do. And then I remember as a journalism student, they had us go cover the Hall of Fame inductions, and I was in one press pool, and I'm elbow to elbow with like 40 other journalists, and get my microphone in front of Dr. J,
there.
and I was just like, this job really sucks. This is not for me. Not putting down that at all, but it's just so,
Yeah,
it
you
was
feel-
so not for me.
yeah, yeah.
I wanted to get Dr. J alone and talk to him and write a story, about his life, and
A focused story.
that's where magazines come in.
And so this is, so is this your first sort of forte into magazine?
No. So I wrote for a daily paper for 3 years up in Vermont.
Okay. What part?
Bennington,
Yep.
Vermont. And then came back to New York. I was a personal trainer for a couple of years. And then when I was freelancing this whole time for a bunch of different magazines, Men's Health, Muscle and Fitness.
Wow.
When Muscle and Fitness moved its office from the West Coast to New York, I came in as an associate editor. And I had always been a fan of Robert Irvine's, and one of the first things they did was say, do you know Robert Irvine? Because he's starting a new column and you're his editor. And I was like, this is crazy. I was already a big fan. So
A column in an existing magazine.
in Muscle and Fitness.
Gotcha.
So I was his editor for 5 years there. He liked what I was doing to help him present his material. He said, let's do a book. We did Fit Fuel in 2015. That was healthy recipes, motivation, his workout routine, and then we just put out another one, Family Table.
Unbelievable. So from there, it blossoms into this magazine.
Yes.
And are you, and you were in a real office at that point.
Yeah, I lived in New York for 5 years.
Yep.
That I was with Muscle and Fitness. I was, we were down by the financial district. I commuted in from Queens.
Now, the publishing of this, does it come from the same publisher?
It
or is
does,
this truly,
yeah, because that's how we met. So we both had an existing relationship
Sure.
with that company. And Robert, as only he can do, walked in and said to the CEO, look, I've got these restaurants, I've got these shows coming up, I've got, oh, and by the way, I have a magazine. He said, let's put out a magazine. So that
God,
all
I
came
love it.
together just at the end of last year, and that's out now, and it's on newsstands until the end of March.
People should know this. The Robert Irvine magazine slogan is "Nothing is impossible."
Correct.
So the guy is incredibly positive.
Yes. Yeah, Dinner Impossible, Restaurant Impossible. Restaurant Impossible, by the way, is coming back. He's filming 4 episodes of that right now. Fans are very happy because that's still the thing he's probably best known for.
Gotcha. So people that are fans of Robert and yourself and your writing and all your abilities can go to robertirvinemagazine.com, which I'm showing in the background,
Yep.
and take advantage of all these things that make our lives better with not a better person, really.
Yeah, and all
Better
the issues
example.
are free. You can stream them, download them. If you prefer to read on mobile, if you've got an iPhone, we're on Apple News. We're
Wow.
on the Google Play newsstand. We're at a lot of different places.
Doing anything with podcast or film?
We have a podcast pitch out right now with Podcast One, so that could come together this year.
Yeah, because he's a great speaker too, as I remember.
Yeah.
Certainly, if he ever comes to the town, we'll have him on here, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Sure.
So that's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. Anything else you
having
want to tell our audience?
No. Well, actually, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Just mentioned Family Table. We've got that here. This is our new book, and this is the idea behind this book was, what if Robert's, tough love and his motivation and all that stuff was part of a recipe book. So in addition to 72 recipes, we've got 20 recipes on how to connect with your family. So there's essays in here of Robert's philosophy on how to do
Wow.
just that.
Take a look at this.
Block out the influence of technology, get the kids to put down
Oh,
the iPhones
God,
for a
so
couple minutes,
important.
and really just enjoy each other's company.
This is phenomenal. This is what the world needs more of. Food is such the great, gatherer of people.
It connects people.
It
Yeah,
connects
it's got
people.
Great power.
And done right, it's even better, and it's so enjoyable. Wow, this is really awesome stuff. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Yeah, thank you for
Where
having
can someone get this book?
me. You can get that on Amazon, or just go to chefirvine.com, click on the shop there, and all his books are on chefirvine.com.
Family Table by Robert Irvine. And of course, the Robert Irvine magazine.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Matt. Great
Thank you,
meeting you,
Kevin.
and so great to know you're a Long Islander.
Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Thank you.